What is up, my Ultra Steels? My name is Matthew, and today we're going to be doing a video of Dark Deception, Chapter 3, predictions. So please leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below if you're excited, and what you think is going to happen in Dark Deception, Chapter 3. And what I'm doing is sharing my 7 predictions for Dark Deception, Chapter 3. So, in the meantime, let's get started. Also, one more other thing, we're going to be talking more about the clown gremlins as well. I know I didn't talk about it last video, but I will be talking about it a lot in this video. So hopefully I get enough of information for you guys and what I think could happen. So yeah, we're going to talk about that as well. Okay, so one of the first things I want to talk about is the stages and how bigger they're going to be. So like there's going to be like where when you go to the Dread Ducks, you're gonna obviously be in the sewers, just like what Vince said. There's gonna be ducks everywhere around you, and yeah, you're in the sewer system, and you have to be aware of your surroundings. And it's a really bigger place, it seems. And with the urban legends, and you're always watching out for ducks, so it is a pretty big place. And then for the clown gremlins, oh my god, don't even get me started. I think it's gonna be like this kind of type of theme, like in the Funhouse. Like there's actually a new soundtrack that I'll explain later in the video. It's like I think this kind of themed, unless there's a Funhouse where there's like mirrors and you have to follow the mirror where the soul shard is. So yeah, similar to this kind. It would be really cool if it was like this. So yeah, that is what I believe. So I mean, it has to because sewers, ducks, clowns, circus, and we all know that it's circus themed, but like it's just that kind of example of what a fun house could like look like, or unless you want to have a fun house with like mirrors or something. So yeah, that's what I think for their themed is and how like much bigger the stages are. So now for number 2. Okay, so unlike the Gold Watchers, as you can see from the map, there's spikes around you, so you want to be very careful to not step on the spikes along the way. And I'll show you here just in a minute, like that, and they spike up. And but for the next nightmare, it's gonna be much different than that. But like now, I think like in the sewers, I believe you like fall down on the sewers, and that's just where you die instead of using spikes. I mean, maybe there will be spikes, but like now they're like the traps are gonna be like you falling down, or maybe you step on something or then it explodes. I don't know. It's like those kind of traps. And then for the like the clown gremlins, for example, maybe there's like a surprise, like maybe a box, or maybe like you open it, or maybe it opens by itself, and then it opens, and then there's like a fist that like pops you right in the head or something, like those kind of traps, and then eventually they'll catch up to you, and then they do what they do, those kind of traps. Okay, so now the thing that I find really interesting is the boss fights. Now the boss fights, I think there's gonna be like a giant duck that's like different. Now I looked under the achievements of Dark Deception, and there is like a duck image, and the top of its head seemed different, and I think it's gonna be like a giant duck that will like literally like chase us, like maybe during the level or near the end of the level. I don't know, something like that. Like there's gonna, because remember what Vince said, there's gonna be like a big duck. I'll let you listen to this clip right now.
The last thing I'll mention is that the Dread Duckies are not the only enemy you will face in the sewer level. What do I mean by that? Well, you'll have to play the game to find out. But it's something that will be pretty common in all levels.
Okay, and then obviously what I think is that there's just gonna be like a giant clown. Yeah, giant clown, maybe with like a hammer or something. And from what I heard, there's gonna be new voice lines for the clown gremlins. Like there's gonna be talking just like from Agatha, but now there's gonna be another one where now the clowns get to talk, and that's I think the same voice from Malak and the Gold Watchers. So that's gonna be really interesting to hear. It's gonna be so good. I'm really excited to see this chapter. I just really excited. I'm really grateful for this community. Fierce, Malak, and the Gold Watchers will have new voice line because I'm looking forward to see Malak's new voice lines. I know there's a few, and some for Beers, and I think Beers will, of course, like guide you through the way of the levels. Well, not really, because she didn't really guide us too well in the levels. Like she was just telling us to collect soul shards, um, and then we just go around the maps and all. So yeah, yeah, new voice lines. I'm looking forward to see. Now, yesterday, Glowstick Entertainment actually released a new music soundtrack for the Clown Gremlins for Chapter 3, and it's called Funhouse Folly. And I'll show you just a little bit of the music, not too much, but just a little glimpse of it. Well, you heard it. So if you want to listen to it fully, just go to Glowstick Entertainment, and the music should be right there. So that is, I know this one wasn't really too much of an explanation. I just want to like let you guys know that he actually just released that, and in case you guys were aware of it. So I thought I'd like to share it. Now the biggest thing I really want to see is most of all in my lovable life, cutscenes. Now, the reason why I like cutscenes is because it gives more storytelling and information about each character that we see in the game and their backstory. Now, there are secrets in the game as well. Like there's lots of secrets, and I'll show you a few cutscenes right here.
Don't tell the others, but they've been getting pretty boring lately. But you'll spice things up around here, won't ya? You can share everything with me.
End of the road, mortal.
Now, the thing I actually do realize, guys, is that there is actually bigger cutscenes when you talk to Beers when you get to the ring barrier and all that. Like, I know that kind of, like, backscenes. Like, I know there's that. But what I mean is, like, more cutscenes, like, in the levels. Like, and there's enough, but, like, it's just things I expect to see. This isn't, like, a suggestion. It's just what I like to see in future levels. Like, tons more cutscenes, especially for Malak, because he's so cool. Like, I mean, we're not supposed to like Malak, but like he is a great character, and his voice is amazing. So yeah, a lot of those kind of cutscenes. And I heard there's some point there's gonna be like a private talk with Malak or something. So that I'm really looking forward to. Okay, so my last final thought that I do want to include for today's video is that it has nothing to do with Chapter 3, but it's just what I really like to see in future nightmares is that how dark it is, and like it's gonna get darker. Like the thing I really think, like in my prediction, that the nurse is gonna be insanely hard. The Joy mascots from like I think it's gonna be like in a pizzeria or restaurant type theme. Like I'm excited to see Joy mascots. We got I think the bunny, chicken, and the pig, and we got the teddy bear, and that's gonna be interesting as well because they're really tiny, and I think there will be like a panda or something. There should be like a panda in the nightmare. I think they're being in a toy factory, I believe, and then for the mannequins, probably the mall. Mannequins in mall. You see mannequins everywhere in the malls, usually, like when you're going to like a dresser store, stores like that. And yeah, and probably for the nurse, like an LZM or a nurse hospital thing. So, and then the final nightmare is unknown. Now, the thing is that I don't know how the game will end. Like, I don't know if we have to choose a side. I don't know how that would work. I don't know how Malak or Beerus is going to go by defeating them. You could imagine like Malak steals all your soul shards, and then like from every single world you went in, and you have to collect all those shards from your previous worlds in his world to hell, and then you have to like collect all those soul shards, and there's gonna be tons everywhere from previous members, and there's gonna be stuff from his world attacking us, including Malak. So it's gonna be insane, and Beerus, just forget it. It's just gonna be insanely hard. So yeah, that's what I think could happen in the future nightmares. So yeah, that is all the time I have for this episode. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I would really appreciate that to the channel if you're new. Check out my previous Dark Deception video if you haven't seen it, and because I told you I would make another video, and I did, like right now. So as always, I'll see you in the next video. Ultra Steel out. I'll make another one soon.
This is your only warning. Help her and you will suffer.
Nope, I'm not helping you.